Brace yourself.
Kingdom Hearts 3. It's almost here, isn't it? It's pretty surreal to even think about, but yeah, it's, as of the recording of this audio, just a couple of months away. Looking back, this game has had an extensive development journey over years of speculation and pondering from fans. It's one of 2019's biggest games and is set to close the book on a story that has since become kind of a joke in its intricacy and ambiguity. Kingdom Hearts 3 has a lot riding on it for series creator Tetsuya Nomura, for its publisher Square Enix, and for an endless amount of fans who've stuck by this franchise for more than 15 years. But I want to bring something up. I think this moment is best described in an opening monologue by my favorite stand-up comedian Lewis Black on his 2008 comedy album called Anticipation. There's no better moment than this moment, when we're anticipating the actual moment itself. All the moments that lead up to the actual moment are truly the best moments. Those are the moments that are filled with good times. Those are the moments in which you are able to think that it is going to be perfect when the moment actually happens. But the moment is reality, and reality always kinda sucks. Looking past Mr. Black's facetiousness, I believe there is a modicum of truth to what he's saying. Anticipation is a big part of culture. We like to be excited about things, and honestly, that's not isolated to just games. I like to imagine that Arthur Conan Doyle had his legion of fans eagerly awaiting the next installment to feature Sherlock Holmes, or the community anxious to see the next Orson Welles film. It's part of media as a cultural mainstay, and as each new form arises, the excitement emanating from the enthusiasts is transferred as well. We always feel better in anticipation, dreaming of how amazing something is going to be, how it's going to set the bar in our entertainment. Everything will be exactly how we want it, and all that time anxiously waiting is finally gonna pay off. That's what we say, right? Well, Mr. Black wasn't wrong on that last part either. Very rarely does a game fully live up to that anticipation. In fact, I'd argue that it never reaches the level benchmarked by anticipation. Every time, in one way or another, something just can't reach that level. I'm not afraid to admit that even the games I adore to my heart's content have flaws that I didn't envision in my anticipation. I do have strong criticisms of games like Danganronpa V3, Persona 5, and Doom, all games that I love, but ignoring their flaws, as minor as they may seem, isn't really something I can get behind. I mean, I can look at The Last Guardian, one of the, I guess you could say, former poster children of development hell. It was originally announced in 2009, but through all those changes and realignments, it didn't come out until 2016. It was unreal seeing a game that had become so legendary in its development stasis finally release on store shelves, and through it all, I enjoyed it. I even said it was one of my favorite games of 2016, but I can't say that it was perfect. Its flaws were pretty apparent. It simply couldn't live up to the hopes and dreams that many gave it. The button prompts, the frame rate, the sketchiness of Trico's AI, so many things culminated into an experience that, while very enjoyable in my eyes, didn't live up to the expectations set for it. And so, with all that in mind, I carry skepticism as Kingdom Hearts 3's release date looms closer. Not because I think that what has been shown looks bad or even just okay. It looks awesome. The gameplay looks as fast-paced and energetic as a Kingdom Hearts game should in my eyes. The characters and worlds are colorful and richly animated. The story aims to close the book on one of the most winding of narratives in gaming history. There's a lot of weight to Kingdom Hearts 3's existence, and from what I've seen anyway, it doesn't appear to be buckling under it. But like I said, I carry skepticism, and for one big reason: anticipation. Kingdom Hearts 3 is one of the most anticipated titles to come out of 2019. Alongside games like Devil May Cry 5, Freedom Planet 2, and Metro Exodus, it's fully on my radar. Do we really know for sure that Kingdom Hearts 3 can live up to everything that's happened during its development? Can the Xehanort saga truly end cleanly? Can it stick its landing perfectly? I don't think so. Something's gotta give here. It's just not in me to say that Kingdom Hearts 3 can actually deliver a finite, precise exit to this entire legacy. And it all comes down to anticipation. Looking back, the wait for Kingdom Hearts 3, or any major game release, comes with that anticipation. It's admittedly exciting to envision what could be, the ideas that circulate in our heads of just what could happen here. It's inescapable, really. We like to hope, we like to predict, we like to anticipate. Like I said before, it's in our culture, social and logic-driven beings like us, people desperately trying to piece together information over long passes of time. Anticipation is something we subconsciously like doing, and with that anticipation, we've built these megaliths, constructs of the future that we are bound to have trouble scaling. It doesn't help that we've been trying to make sense of Kingdom Hearts 3 for such a long time. You can easily make the claim that the game was announced so early that Square wasn't able to stand and deliver until years later, giving even a small trace of gameplay. That's actually pretty true, but at the same time, it's not like past games didn't leave a trail of breadcrumbs for us to follow. We knew Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to happen, whether Square was ready to announce it or not. But at the same time, through all this doubt, all this questioning, is anticipation hurting us? I honestly don't think so. Even when we gather our expectations and create these mountains in front of us, anticipation cultivates passion into something even bigger than the megaliths we structure. We've been trying to piece together every bit of information that Nomura and Square have dripped out over the course of more than 10 years, and that just shows that gamers' passion for this series hasn't eroded. It lives so vividly, people have dedicated a large amount of their spare time to a game that has been in development probably for a good chunk of their entire lives. Kingdom Hearts 3 has used the idea of anticipation to create a sort of mythos for itself. All jokes and memes aside, Kingdom Hearts 3 has presence, even based on what little we've actually seen of it, and for a game with such secrecy to its plot alone, that's pretty impressive. I highly doubt Kingdom Hearts 3 will break the cycle of critical reception that the game industry has created. It'll be released, probably to unbound praise, then down the line it'll start to peter out, as the criticism starts to sink in. It happens all the time. Hell, I was one of the crowd that originally thought BioShock Infinite was an amazing game after it first released, and we all know how reception of that game turned out. When it all comes down to it, Kingdom Hearts 3 built itself on anticipation. It managed to grow and grow in scope and cultural eye simply by being a figment, an idea that many people gave life to. I don't think that Nomura had any idea just how monumental this game release would be for so many people, so the radio silence kinda makes a bit of sense. It wasn't just the series itself that made Kingdom Hearts 3 appear so monolithic. It was a collective of eager fans who showed their enthusiasm and support, and that, for better or worse, can mean a world of difference in expanding a property's cultural presence. Even if it ends up dropping the ball, even if it flat out sucks, Kingdom Hearts 3, in anticipation alone, has had a lasting effect on the gaming landscape. It's powered so many gamers to express themselves and put faith into a story that continues to mystify and engross, even in its most convoluted and ridiculous moments. It's fun to anticipate. Even knowing without a shadow of a doubt that what we're anticipating isn't going to be perfect, I think that's okay, because even once it's out and available, so much has happened while we waited to join Sora and his friends again. And for one last time, we might as well have fun with it.